Alright, hi Mr. Lohiemer's class. My friends and I will be covering just some basic things about web dev. Kento will be covering the misconceptions of web dev. Hillary will be covering what is the concept of web dev. Keisha will be covering the club itself, what is it, and Sophia will be covering what has it achieved.
Hello, my name is Kento, and I'm the president of Learnbook's Web Dev Club for the 2020 to 2021 school year. Let's answer the most obvious question. What is web dev? Well, web dev is short for web development, and it involves any programming that makes use of the internet. There are quite a few misconceptions about web dev, so let's start off by clearing those up first. One common misconception about web dev is that it's only for websites. Well, it's not just for websites. Web dev enables you to create both apps and websites for platforms like PCs, phones, and even Xbox. Notable apps include Google Drive, Messenger, Discord, VS Code, Zoom, and Instagram. Another big misconception about web dev is that it's an intro to coding. Well, while web dev can be used as an intro to coding, it's not the main point of it. The main point is to connect people to services with an awesome graphical interface accessible to everyone. One thing people sometimes say is, it's not that useful. No, web dev is the most useful skill. Anything you can do with other programming languages, you can do better with web dev, with improved accessibility and usability. If you're interested in programming, you will use web dev at some point in your life. It's a very valuable skill.
What is web dev then? There's JS, which is the backbone of your website. There's HTML, which structures your website. There's CSS, which makes things look good. And there's Python, Node, PHP, and SQL, which process, store, or serve data to users. Web dev as a concept involves anything and everything that has to do with the internet. If you want to make something that makes use of the internet, you're doing web dev.
Now, we know what is and isn't web dev. So what does Limbrook's Web Dev Club do? Well, we're a non-binding interest club. No commitments. Just pop in whenever you want during Tuesday lunches. Over the course of the year, we'll be building up from nothing to being able to turn your ideas into useful applications. You'll even have the opportunity to collaborate with clubs like Machine Learning Club and Computer Science Club to create production-ready applications that make use of artificial intelligence.
So you might be wondering, what cool things has WebDev accomplished this year? And despite us being in a pandemic, we've actually had a very engaging year. So we started off with a profile pages project, which was very friendly to people of really any level of web development because it only required just basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And with just these basic fundamentals, you were really able to create any sort of design or any sort of website that you really wanted. So for example, you could have had a simple website, or you could have had a very creative website, or a more modern and sleek type of website. And honestly, with just so little that you need to know, having so many possibilities is honestly just super exciting. And in addition, it was just a very fun way to start the year. In second semester, however, when we started talking about more back-end topics of web development, we started the Autoscriber project, which what it does essentially is it transcribes whatever it hears people are saying, and you yourself do not have to do a single thing. So this is done in collaboration with the Machine Learning Club. And if you work in web dev, you'll likely find yourself working with people in other areas of computer science. So it's a great opportunity to broaden your knowledge and learn more about the subject. These are just two of the examples of projects that we worked on this year. So who knows what you can accomplish if you learn web development.
So if you're interested at all, consider stopping by during Tuesday lunches. We're sure that you'll learn something useful. Wait a minute. Okay.